So basically, I'm just going to give you a breakdown of how I did this makeup here, specifically for this look. But, I mean, it's really a lot of what you do yourself that makes the Heath look. So yeah, before I actually started, I had already powdered a little bit. So this is me just finishing up powdering down my face first, because I don't know why I did this today, because I'm not actually going out anywhere. But if I was going somewhere, usually I like to keep the moisture away from my face as much as possible. And now I'm just putting on a quick base coat of white, really rubbing it in there just nice and fast. Not technically covering every minuscule piece of the face, making sure to get the major areas like the mustache area, the cheeks, cheekbones, the chin, and down under the chin here. I found a few reference photos of Heath to make sure I was getting this right years ago, but I've been doing it for so long now that I kind of just do it how I think looks good. I started adding that run down the neck there a while back. I don't know why. I imagine his makeup would run. This is me trying to just dab in some of the wrinkles, making sure I just get some little bits of definition under this. I imagine this has possibly a layer of makeup that he had worn, but it had already worn off a little bit, possibly a day, 2 days. Hasn't got a chance to really shower and get rid of it yet, so it's just kind of messy under the rest of it here. Then I go on to the black. Again, this is a really messy layer, just quick. Like I say, this is something that's probably been sweat off over a few days, being chased down the streets of Gotham, who knows, punched a few times. I try to add a few lines of, like, I don't know what to call it, definition, I guess, destruction here in the corner of his eye. Again, this is following from some reference photos. You're gonna want a lot of reference photos to, if you want to get the makeup precise. I don't really go for precise so much as a messy look and how I imagine he would look. It doesn't have to be specifically from the film, I don't think. So now I'm going to just powder over that makeup that I just put on, just to make sure that stays in place. However, now this is again just a quick video. Usually I would do all of these steps a few times over and over, but I'm just doing this for a very short video that I want to shoot. So now I'm going to go add in some red, Ben Nye red. I think it's clown red, I don't know. I'll link down there. In any case, now I will draw this in, again using reference, but in my head I kind of have it down. On this side you have the larger scar. Looks like an exit wound of some sort, and then the other side is just your smile scar. At this layer I will also add in a little bit of definition, so this is going to be below some more white I add in later, just so it looks kind of like the scar is three-dimensional, I guess, like it's poking out of my skin. Make sure to get all the scars in. You got that lip scar there, I like doing the Y. And again, just adding in some pink for definition. I would go over this a few times and powder on top of, but I'm not going to bother with that here. Now I will move back into doing another layer of white. Now again, this is as though he's applying the white over makeup that is already worn off. It's the next day, he gets up, needs to smack on some more of that war paint. Here it is. He's just going to go over, define a little more of those wrinkles to really get that in there. The forehead. One side of the forehead doesn't necessarily need to be done as much as I've done it here, but like I say, it's supposed to look degraded and like it's broken down. Just add some lines in, some real thick white lines along with the real soft white. And now you should be able to see some layers of white. Usually, like I said, I do at least 4 layers on this, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show the basics, and you can go through and detail a little more yourself later. Now I think I'm going to add back in some more black. This is to put, kind of like I said, he's going over the top of makeup that is worn off from yesterday. He slept in this stuff. Gross, he has to get up and run out. I don't know, maybe for groceries. In any case, just adding some more drippage here. Some age lines as though the makeup is seeped out. And all down the face. Don't be afraid to add these lines in. You can always go back over them with white if you feel like they're all messed up. Here I'm going to add Actually, this is more Heath's eyebrow line. I don't really have those wrinkles. I have a center wrinkle in my head, whereas he has those two brow wrinkles. Very noticeable. It adds to the character, really, as long as you put it in there. Now I'm going to add in the scars, just the depth of the scars here with the dark color. I mean, I'm using black. Usually I'd probably go with a dark red first instead of the black, but just doing it quick so I can really pick it up on camera. Now I'm going to go over with some more red. Is that red? No, maybe I'm going to go in with white. No, this is red. Yeah, this is the lipstick. So I'm going to add in the lips. Now, usually I would add lipstick, like I said, but I'm just going to be wiping this off in a little bit. So I draw in around the scars. Make sure to leave some open areas. There's no need to overuse makeup that you're just going to want to take off for the look later. Add in the red, define the lips. I usually try to have one side of the lip up a little higher than the other. Now, I noticed while making this and after finishing that I hadn't actually added in enough red here. I would go more red. Go darker. Put in a couple more layers. Like I said, I go back over this again, but I'm kind of speeding through it here. This actually took about 20 minutes entirely of application. Now I'm going to go back in with some white highlights just to finish it up. Think about it like a painting. Like you'd add just things to add dimension, and then dab those in so that they're not crazy bright. And here you go. This is basically the Heath look. I totally forgot to do one eye in black. So like I said, you can go over layer after layer after layer. The longer you take to do it, the better it's going to get. But this is my quick, gonna shoot a video, need to get in and out of the makeup quickly look. Just adding in some more white detailing back over the top. It's kind of like an eraser, I guess, in a way, just to kind of erase away some of those scar lines. And here we go. And of course, your hair, I don't know if it's green or no. You can use gel. Maybe I'll show you that in another video someday. I dyed mine green. Saves me time. There you go. That Joker guy. And here's a look at all the makeup I used to make that look. I didn't actually use the zombie wheel, but if you were going to add more definition, that's what I would use.